Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Age of Wonders 4 Let's Play, featuring the God King Gurgle of the Growth. Things have been going quite well for us, as we've applied a lot of pressure on Hot Toady, and plenty on Carissa the Red as well. She's actually pulled back to Thunderwell after suffering a great defeat over here, and we're just going to keep pushing and hopefully secure Thunderwell in a handful of turns' time. I mean, it doesn't have that much of a fortification strength to worry about, so if all goes well and they're not hiding tons of armies and massive stacks in the fog of war up over here, victory is nigh. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Let's go ahead and make some moves and see if we can't sneak up a little bit closer without actually allowing the enemy to attack us. So how far can they actually get? All the way down to this quarry over here? Looks like if we stay behind the quarry, we should be okay. So let's go ahead and pull you up to like here. Is that right? Yeah, that should be good. So let's pop you up to there. Let's go ahead and shift you right up to there. Let's get you up to here, and let's get you up to here. That should be fine. Taking a quick peek again just to make sure I haven't overstepped my limits. Just want to make sure that I'm the one who's doing the attacking. And hey, our allies are joining over here apparently, so we'll see how that plays out, right? Let's get you creeping up this way. You're a smaller stack, so I want to be careful about that. And do we have... And next turn we'll have an Entwined Protector to summon in to bolster our numbers over here a little bit more. So that should be good. That should be great. While up over here, just waiting for the return of Hot Toady before we can actually negotiate his vassalage. Now, just want to point out that making another faction your vassal in this way does not count towards your overall province count. When you make another faction into a vassal, they operate differently from free cities or from cities that you've released as vassals. So their territories aren't going to count for us because we can't get them as bonded vassals. They'll just be vassals. I'll explain when we actually do it, as long as we're actually able to, and if we're not able to, we'll go ahead and conquer Upastrand instead. The reason why, despite that, I'm still willing to vassalize Hot Toady over here is because 11 turns is a lot of time to waste trying to secure the territory, and apart from that as well, it's a nice form of subjugation that we haven't been able to explore yet in this playthrough that I'd very much like to try. So, just explaining the planning over there, and hopefully it plays out nicely. Apart from that, though, I do want to point out that as you guys pointed out in the comments, yes, it's this spell jammer that was preventing me from casting spells during that massive battle. It had completely escaped my gaze, and it was causing us, well, it was causing us some tension. We managed to come out on top either way, but in the future, I absolutely, yes, need to keep our eyes on spell jammers so we can burn them down and then dive into an actual siege battle. Then again, this was Hot Toady advancing, right? So it's not like we could have waited for the spelljammer to be burnt down before we dove in. It was just they pulled the trigger and we had to deal with the well, circumstances, I suppose. But we came out on top. There's no use thinking about it now. Victory was ours, and it will remain ours. Down over here, we're looking pretty good, I think, with the defense of Spore Pit. Keep these guys checked off so we're not getting their heads up about them waiting for orders. And Spore Pit, in a few turns' time, will have a Druid of the Cycle out. And I just wonder if I should summon a unit to make 3 full stacks over here. And then we can go ahead and threaten Fangir as well. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, I suppose. Up top over here, we got enough full stacks, but I wouldn't mind focusing on summoning troops up over here first, right? Who else needs orders? Down here, let's go ahead and bring you up in this general direction. I guess if you move quickly enough, you could join forces here, but I highly doubt that'll actually work out. You, still looking for additional orders? Let's get you, yeah, sure. Deep sea diving, exploring whatever there is to explore out over here. There might be some pickups that nobody bothered, you know, picking up, so that's always an option. And back over here, yes, you guys are going to stay put, please and thank you. Don't need to tempt fate. I wouldn't mind tempting it a little bit. I wouldn't mind them, you know, sticking their necks out so that I can pounce, but since Baba can't actually kick off the siege this turn, we're just going to station over here. Otherwise, our Soother down here needs some orders too. And I'm always happy to send Soothers to potential fronts. I mean, 5 turns. You know what? Sure. Head over this way and I'll feel a lot better. It'll soothe me, let's say, to have 2 Soothers between these 3 stacks rather than just the 1. That sounds good to me. Sure. Otherwise, Spore Pit has produced the Wizard Tower prison cells, which does open up a few options for us. We'll explore in just a moment's time. As otherwise, I prepare, I think, to establish the upgrade to the Town Hall. City stability improvement per population. I mean, we could use that, I suppose. The extra gold income is nice. The monolith is not an option, right? We keep going over that. The channeling chamber, plus 10 world map casting points and combat casting points. I mean, that could come in handy. It'll take just the one turn, 200 gold and 200 mana though. And I'm trying to stockpile mana for that conversation with Hot Toady. So let's resist the temptation there. And instead, let's go ahead and focus on, sure, you know what? Let's get that town hall upgrade happening. Why not? Get the extra gold income. It'll take a couple of turns, and then we can go ahead and focus on the channeling chamber as soon as our conversation with Hot Toady is done. The Wizard Tower Apex can also be built for additional Imperium income, and actually mentioning the Imperium income reminds me that I should perhaps take a look at some of our options up over here, right? I wouldn't mind, for example, securing Siege Specialization. We're about to dive into another Siege up against Carissa the Red, so this would be quite helpful. Otherwise, what else could I possibly want over here? We got a couple of options, but none that I think are, like, urgently required. Gain population. I mean, that would help us expand quite a bit, actually. That's not bad. 5 new provinces gained just like that. And don't forget, with each new province, we get a new unit as well. So that's an option. We could get a Spirit Wolf with Guardian Spirit and Resurgence at our Throne City. That could help bring those 3 stacks up to 6 instead of the Soother that I'm bringing in. Ooh, okay. We got options. But this I want to save for an emergency if Fangir comes through and attacks or something like that, you know? All right. That's enough use of our Imperium, I think, for the time being. Hero's offer to join is going to be ignored because we're actually going to take a look at our crypt, or rather not our crypt, but our prison cells, and try and secure a hero from here. We were looking at Grelka the Astute last session, if memory serves me correctly, and honestly, Grelka looks like a prime opportunity for us to subjugate and, in air quotes, mind control. Not mechanically speaking, but, you know, speaking from a headcanon perspective. They've got the Poison Orb, which does poison bolts, and we've got Quick Stab as a result of that. We've got the Crown over here, which I might take away. We've got the Robe of Resistance, Fiery Wake Boots, a Wolf, Amulet of Vitality, Orb of Seeing, Spider Hatchling Bell, and the Ring of Deflection. Of course, if we kill her, if we execute her, we'll get all these and we can distribute them among our other heroes and all that good stuff, but why? Why not just get her instead? You know, again, it's a fitting form of subjugation that we've talked about countless times, but haven't actually been able to explore until now. Plus, we've got Virulent Outbreak, we've got Corpse Eating, which we've become pretty familiar with, and Fire Evocation, so another opportunity to evolve against that which would do us harm. And the Spider Egg doesn't hurt either. So, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and secure Grelka the Astute. Let's go for it. Convert, it'll take 6 turns, it's not instantaneous. But separately, Edna, the supporter here, not that great, right? Doesn't have all that much stuff, and we can't even have a 6th hero without it hurting our economy rather significantly. So over here, as tempting as it is with like Restore and Inspiring Resistance and all this good stuff, I think Edna has to die. Let's go ahead and execute Edna. This will impact your relations with the hero's free city or empire of origin. Yeah, that's all right. Thank you. Execute. Down you go, over to our crypt. Let's go ahead and sell these remains. And now we've acquired all of her stuff as well. We could take a look at some of that. I do believe, yes, we have a hero here. And you could probably use the Ring of Escape or perhaps Ring of Protection. Extra resistance and defense on somebody who fights in melee is always a good idea, I think. Up over here we have a Staff of Fire, if I want to not fight in melee, but no, I very much do. Otherwise, we've got the Wand of Blizzards for that hindering blizzard I was talking about just moments ago, or the Locket of Channeling for extra combat casting points. Let's go with the Wand of Blizzards here. And I'm thinking, at least I was thinking, that Gurgle could take the Locket of Channeling. Kind of fitting, right? He's been our caster since the beginning, and he's got the Staff of Blight and all that good stuff. So the Locket of Channeling, oh right, replaces the Amulet of Vitality. No, hang on a second. I can have both. What am I saying? All right, good stuff. We ready? I think we're ready. Let's hit the end turn button. See what the AI does. Hopefully nothing too wild. Stop burning things down. Stop it. I could use these. These could come in handy. I can't believe our vassals got adventurous as this war, you know, came to a close. But as Arctica builds a seed of nature up over here, what do I see? Hot Toady. All right, folks. Moment of truth. The moment of truth. Are you willing, Hot Toady, to become a vassal? Well, they have a proposal. Let's see theirs first. Why not? Wait. Oh, what? Yes! We didn't even have to ask. They're offering their fealty. This is great. You have won this war, Gurgle. I am defeated, but I can still be of use. Do not cast me into the void. Allow me to serve you instead. So we would get Wizard's Bond, Open Borders, Share Vision, Province Claiming Pact, Teleporter Pact, all because we become their overlord. Good stuff. Absolutely, yes. Again, just want to remind you, these provinces will not count towards our victory condition. They will not count towards our provinces because, I'll show you, as we say, it's a deal. And make them our vassals. You'll see that, oh. Well, hang on a second. What's this? A hostile in... Oh, this is another free city. Sage Rapido Neraculus of the free city Incantatum greets you with hostility. We star-sailing Fae of Incantatum will fight for our freedom and stand against anyone who threatens our free city, even when they are led by a god king like you. The blood of invaders, thieves, and spies will nourish the fields. Apparently we're at war with them already, and so, sure, let's inspect the insolent Incantatum, and let's crush them as soon as we can. This is actually quite nice. They have quite a bit of territory. Yeah, they have quite a bit of territory, actually. So what we can do is we could send these 3 stacks up over here to vassalize Incantatum through violence. That sounds good to me. But separately, let me just show you, if we select Upastrand over here, you'll see they are not like a regular free city or a, former city of ours that we've freed as a vassal. They don't have this kind of a tab where we can send our Whispering Stones to get them up to bonded vassalage. And again, just as a reminder, bonded vassalage is what we need for their territory to count as our provinces, right? So it's fine. We only need, 12 more provinces? That's not that far away, especially if we use that Empire skill. That'll give us, 5 territories right there. It's not that far away. And then, of course, we have to build the beacons and all that good stuff, but feeling pretty good. Feeling real good, especially with these guys as a potential target. That's a pretty small city. Doesn't have many fortifications either, so we should be able to come out top over here. But let's be careful, because I do want to heal up in vassal territory as we creep up. So let's... Are you done burning? Yeah, okay, good. They're no longer burning things down. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and move up to here. Who knows? They might have 3 stacks waiting to pounce, right? So I just want to be a little careful. Stay in friendly territory, so we're healing up. And let's get you, if I could pick you, up to here as well, please. Thank you. And let's see what we can pull off. Good stuff. Make sure you're staying put here. Excellent. Otherwise, Arctica has built a seed of nature all the way up over here. Hopefully we're not going to have to concern ourselves with that, but if we do, that's quite far away. I'm a little nervous about having to chase that down. But it is just the seed. Up over here, we're going to continue exploring, see if there's anything to see if there's anything to pick up. Nothing yet. Fair enough. Otherwise... Heroes offer to join. Well, we can't take any more heroes on, right? So we're going to ignore that. Hot Toady has returned to Upastrand. Carissa the Red has returned to Thunderwell. Very well. What else have we got going on over here? Heroes offer to join. And your return. Very well. Summon Entwined Protector. Do I drop you in here? Make you a 5 stack. They've got a 4 stack over here. Weakened already. So if we can... Well, we won't be able to pick them out because they are... in the city. Baba, are you able to? Yes. Kick off a siege. Alright. We'll take a look at that in a moment's time. First, Stoneforge. What do we want to produce here? That's Upastrand, sorry. Stoneforge is down here. We could establish a Merchant's Guild. Help with our economy ever so slightly. Not been boosted. We need a couple more farms here potentially, but... actually, we might need 2 more farms. I don't think we have any farms as a part of Stoneforge. Do I want to secure one now, or do I chase after something else? Masonic Hall would also need farms. Estate Hall needs foresters. Oh, you know what? No, we do have a farm over here. Screw it. Let's go ahead and secure an additional farm. Go for it. With that there, Stoneforge, are you able to rush the Masonic Hall? Might as well, right? We got our 3 farms. Merchant's Guild requires 1 more. 11 turns. We might just invest some Imperium into it. Masonic Hall for now, not too expensive. Sounds good to me, sure. Otherwise, we could place the Bountiful Fields because it counts as a farm. But what would I replace? One of the quarries, perhaps? Doesn't seem like the right call necessarily. We'll consider that later. The Forest of Stakes, by the way, has changed, I think, with the new patch that's coming, so it no longer provides a spot for units to be recruited to. So I have some regrets with regards to these Forests of Stakes, but it's fine. What are you going to do, right? It's not the end of the world. Otherwise, Spore Pit is ready to annex another province as well. Why don't we go ahead and secure, what, one of these up over there? What can we build next? A Beacon of Valor. Hello. 20 fortification health. Catapult towers. The Apex, we were thinking about the channeling chamber. Can't boost that, so no point there. Gotta remember to do this, though, because, again, it didn't cost us any mana to secure Hot Toady, right? The Estate Hall needs Foresters. The Armory is already boosted. Requires 2 Foresters as well, though. So why don't we go ahead and get the Forester up over here? I believe that'll be our second. Or maybe it'll be our first. We used to have one that we replaced with the Bountiful Fields, right? And down over here, it's all quarries. Ooh, hello. Do I want to secure a conduit? Get some more mana coming through. You know what? Sure, why not? Those are always few and far between. Completely distracted from the old conversation. Over to building a conduit over here instead. And we get this lovely little pupper all the way up to here. I call it a pupper, but it's actually a full-grown Inferno Hound. Could come in handy. And otherwise, we have, what, a new rally has started. Oh man, if I wanted a full new stack, I could get one. 31 points is a lot. Swamp Trolls, River Trolls, Autumn Fairies, Winter Fairies, Halberdiers. We got options. We got options for days, but that means that we can get a bit more aggressive over here, push these guys up. We'll wait for the Soother to arrive. We'll wait for this recruitment to be completed. We'll push towards Fangir's territory, and then we can do a Rally of the Lieges to just basically have some defenders if push comes to shove. Otherwise, what else is going on over here? Gained a Vassal, forged an alliance, borders were open. Okay, this is all to do with Hot Toady, because we got all those deals, right, all at once, so we can ignore all of that. Thank you very much. And there's our Entwined Protector spell ready to go. Sure. Sure, you know what? Let's go ahead and cast it over here. Get you one step closer to a full stack. And can we get another one ready to go? Just an Entwined Thrall, or a wild animal, but a regular wild animal, not a greater animal. Let's queue up a greater animal for next turn, I think, and then we can get this up to a full stack, and then we can go ahead and take a look at super growth, perhaps. Might be the right way to go about this. Sure. Summon greater animal. Next turn it'll be available. We'll play our cards somewhat safely over here, but it is time to put Thunderwell under siege. Taking a bit of a risk. Taking a bit of a risk. Let's move up, because what's life without risks? And let's begin the siege. 9 turns. Hot damn. Alright, let's start. We should be able to afford extra projects this time around, right? Because we got the Empire upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and break battlements. We're going to go ahead and construct onagers. Bring it down to 6 turns. And why don't we undermine the walls as well? Bring it down to 5 turns. Good stuff. We have the money for it. So undermining walls for additional wall breaches. Constructing onagers for additional units. And breaking enemy battlements as well. Either we do that, or we do... So either we do break battlements, or we do tower bombardment. That'll cost mana instead. But it's one... Not bad. That's not bad. Still 5 turns until breach. Half of the defender's tower units are destroyed at the start of combat. That could be quite helpful, actually. Sure, let's go with this. 5 until breach versus... If we go with break battlements, 5 until breach. At least this way we preserve some money, and we can see what to do with that, right? Tower bombardment it shall be. Just making sure I got these right, because once you go through a turn, these get locked in place, right? So close that off, and send our reinforcing troops in as well. You, my good friend, can come up over here. Let's go ahead and get you up to here, sure. And I'm just wondering if we bring this full stack up as well. Sure, let's pull you up to here. These guys waiting for a unit. We've got this one coming up slowly but surely. We've got this one over here as well. I mean, there's some Grimbeak Crows. They're not really going to be that useful for us, but let's start making another stack over here. Sure, why not? And do I want to push you up? Or is that a bit of a risk? I'm fairly certain we can't trigger this fight over here. Yeah, we can't trigger that fight. It's gonna be the siege for sure. All right, fine. Let's let's get you creeping a little bit closer. But not close enough to actually trigger anything. Try and bait maybe something out up over here. We'll see. Stay put there, though. Next turn we'll be able to summon, and that should be good. Otherwise, Devolve has been researched. Target a non-hero enemy. Face 90% chance of being transformed into a random tier 1 animal until the end of battle. Like, that's great. And if it resists, it gets stunned instead. I don't mind that. Let's pick our next... Oh, come on. We gotta summon the Horned God, right? It's gotta be this, right? The other option is Unleash Beast. Target animal or cavalry unit gains for 3 turns 5 stacks of strengthened, 5 stacks of bolstered defense, and berserk. Not bad, but nah. We gotta go with the Horned God. Come on. How can I resist that? 4 turns it'll take. Wish I could rush it a bit more. You know what, actually? We have some options, don't we? We have some options. Rite of Awakening. Instantly gain plus 20 knowledge for each province in your empire's domain. Now's the time, isn't it? 350 Imperium. We'll do it next turn. We'll do it next turn, because we're queuing this up right now anyway, so let's do it next turn. Yeah, that seems reasonable. More orders required down over here. The Soother is making its way over. Let's go. You guys are just going to stay put, please. And thank you. Fangir is not interested. We've become the race keeper of the Riveters. Man, they look so adorable. It's so funny. The Riveters were the one of the factions I made during pre-release, so it's funny to encounter them. It's even funnier to actually have this notification come up. But hey, it is what it is, and what it is the end of the turn. So let's keep our eyes on Carissa and hit the end turn button. Very curious to see what our buddies here are doing as well. Coming up from Nyson. They must sense weakness, blood in the water, as it were. They might start burning some things down. That's my assumption here. Taking out the Root of Chaos. Fair enough. And Carissa did nothing? Carissa recruited some units. That's what happened there. Fair enough. Can I not strike at anybody? Can I draw you out? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and summon the greater animal into this stack. See what we got there. Ooh, a unicorn. Ain't that sweet? Alright, good stuff. Otherwise, yes, I might push up and try to engage over here, but before I forget, let's finally, you know what? Invest in the Rite of Awakening. Instantly gain plus 20 knowledge for each province in your empire's domain. That is massive. Let's go for it. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Which means we can now hopefully afford to queue up Summon Horned God, 300 mana. We can just barely afford it. You know what? Let's go ahead and pull the trigger on it. It'll take 3 turns. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that, actually. 64. You know what? Okay, fine. Can I... No. No, you know what? It's too late. It's too late. Let's go for it. I was just wondering about the mana. Maybe I should have saved mana for this battle I'm trying to dive into. We could just wait a turn and then dive into the battle. That's an option as well. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. So this is still going. 3 turns to cast it. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and pick our next bit of research. Go for it. I'm so excited. Cycle of Seasons. So it's cast on a friendly city. All battles that take place in the city's domain gain Cycle of Seasons. We rarely see battles in our domain, so probably pointless for the time being. Awaken Instincts is nice. Extra HP, regain action points, but become berserk for 2 turns. That's not terrible. Empowered Beasts makes the enchanted units deal extra damage, gain extra HP, so on and so forth, and it'll buff all of our animal units. We have 23. Yeah, sure, let's go with Empowered Beasts. We need to get some of these transformations happening, but we do so much summoning that it distracts us constantly. Heroes offer to join. Again, not interested, but do we have someone interesting? We're familiar with all these guys, fair enough. Received a trade proposal. Ooh. What do you want, Carissa? Peace. Of course you want peace. No, you're on the back foot. Declined. Absolutely declined. I was wondering, would they accept me becoming their overlord? That's a lot of territory. Let me see. They want 700 gold, but they are willing. What? That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Well, goodbye for now, because I don't have 700 gold, but next turn I absolutely would. And we could absolutely make that happen. Well, hang on. I gotta do some quick math over here then. Expansion victory. We need 10 more provinces. Just 10 more provinces. Incantatum, how many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The clouds are like obscuring my vision here. 6, 7. No, that looks like that's not incantatum. Those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They look like they have 10. I might actually make Carissa my vassal, which means we'd have to get a bit more aggressive over here. You guys are pretty much topped up. Feeling pretty good. All right, let's push a bit further and see what's going on over here. Incantatum looks wide open, but we can't really see just quite yet. Push you a bit further as well. Really wish I'd summoned some of those units into these stacks, because we might need them. Let's nudge you up as well. Let's go. Alright, we're okay. Wouldn't mind getting some of my allies up over here. We have a few turns before this needs to kick off, right? So we have some time before we decide to vassalize our friend there. Are you... Nah, you're way out of position to get up to here. It'll take you 3 turns to get up to here. Ah. Alright, let's try it. Provide some reinforcements, sure. Go for it. Otherwise, we have orders needed over here. Let's keep moving, please. You're fine. Pop you in there, sure. So we've got our full stacks over here now if we want to get them moving. But for the time being, they're good defenders. Stay put. And over here, let's keep exploring. Let's go. Pull down a bit. Trying to, like, stay in the deep sea. I don't think there's going to be anything, but chances are the coasts have all been stripped already, right? Orders required up over here. Yeah, like I said, we're holding off before we kick off a battle. The longer we wait, the stronger they might get, and the less likely they might be to actually accept our demands. Let's call it an offer. An offer of safety. Received a message as well. Some would consider your course of action deeply unwise, Gur, especially if you want to avoid vexing me. Excuse me? Don't grow an attitude, buddy. Don't get smart with me. Bye. Don't try anything. We finished our Warlord's Pavilion. Why don't we go ahead and get our, monolith going, because we actually have the option to do so now. One of the channeling chamber, but we're short on mana now. So, sure, let's get the monolith going. It's fine. I'm perfectly fine summoning the Horned God in exchange for that construction. But Thorn has produced its mana obelisk, and I just wonder if we don't pursue the monolith here. Again, get some more mana income coming through. It's not boosted or anything, but I think we're fine. Need 3 quarries. Guess I could invest some Imperium here. You have 1, 2... You know what? Sure. Invest some. Go ahead and secure this quarry. And that way we have 3, and the monolith is boosted. Significantly cheaper and faster. Go for it. Sure. Orders required. Down over here. Oh, right. I just acquired you. Jeez. I don't... Too many units. I need to start, like, disbanding them or something. Pull you up to here. And that's the turn done. Let's keep our eyes on Carissa. Actually, let's keep our eyes on Incantatum as well. So perhaps something like that. Sure. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what the AI gets up to. If I can secure Incantatum, if that's enough provinces, then vassalizing Carissa would be pretty cool. They're doing a bit of restructuring, it looks like. And we've got a crowing competition. To celebrate your brotherhood, Hila Bone Mauler of Slampit has invited you to a competition, one less bloody than the usual type. A rowdy crowd is gathered in the great hall of Slampit. Several raging rodents stand on tables and chairs, waving tankards while yelling battle cries and thumping on wooden furniture. The crowd cheers. A Fury shows her scars and loudly boasts about her latest adventure. We boast about our feats and achievements, Chieftess Hila Bone Mauler shouts over the noise. Won't you join in? We could boast about our vast empire and its people securing a ton of Imperium. We could boast about my martial feats and impressive armies, increasing the morale of all units controlled by specifically me or by everybody. Like everybody in my faction, I don't know. Boast about the lucrative trade in our empire, gain some gold. I could never compete with the great braggarts of Slampit, improving our relations. No. I will boast about the vastness of my empire and its people. We have grown great and strong. I don't desperately need the Imperium or anything, but it's nice. It's nice to have. Nice to have. Alright, what's the deal over here? Keep on creeping? Yes, so we're all topped up on health. Time to take a chance. Let's move up to here. What do you got? Is that really all you got? Is that really all you got? Surely you have more, waiting to pounce. but I'm taking a chance. Moving up. Who are you? Spellbreaker. Back over here. Rapido Miraculous, their commander. Are you at war with anybody else? Or just with us? Just with us. Oh, you're actually Carissa's vassal. That's why we're at war by default. Fair enough. We'll take care of you in no time, buddy. In no time. Down over here, you're still making your way up. Sure, go for it. Orders required over here. Yep. Keep on moving. Yeah, sure. Let's get you moving here as well. Let's go. You're good. These guys are all good. I should probably just set them to guard so I don't keep getting the notification, right? Get you moving down here. And further along. Might as well scout Fangir's territories a little bit, I suppose. Up top over here. Do I want to dive in? Can I dive in? That's a 2-stack. What's the deal with Carissa? Can I negotiate? I can. Okay. Again, still considering it. Still considering the option. Still considering the option. If I send you up over there, you can't actually trigger the fight, can you? So let's pull you up to here instead. And let's pull you in there. Low risk battle. Ah, no, they are part of the siege. Okay, that always throws me off. I think one time I was able to trigger a battle, but it was in early access. Maybe it was a bug, or maybe I misread the map or something. But sometimes it feels like you can pull it off, but at other times you very much can't. All right, let's pull back then into close to our previous positions, just so we are, you know, collected nicely. Otherwise, Fungal Sanctum has produced the monolith. Let's go ahead and build what? Arcane Institute. Increase the rate of research. That's not bad. Upgraded Town Hall would give us access to Spellbreakers ourselves. Let's go with the Arcane Institute, I'm thinking. Sure. I could maybe consider some of these options with regards to generating more mana as well. Never hurts to have more mana, right? Otherwise, another ruler was denounced. What's going on over here? Artica has crossed Carissa. Yeah, that's fine. And a treaty has expired. What's this? With Slam Pit? Our trade, I suppose. We could go ahead and pay some gold and get some mana. We got plenty of gold coming through, so short. Let's go ahead and get that started. But otherwise, Stoneforge has built its Masonic Hall, which means we can move on to what? The Industry Compound? Eats up pretty much all of our money. The Merchant's Guild, perhaps? We need some more farms for that. Again, helps our economy. We have 2 mines, so that's 20 gold versus 50 production, making everything else build a lot more quickly. You know what? Let's go with the Estate Hall instead. It's not boosted or anything, but plus 30 food. Help growth happen a little bit faster. Sure, let's go for that. Viewers offer to join. Didn't mean to click that, sorry. New Empire Development skill available. What do we got now? Up over here. Rite of Forbidden Knowledge. Instantly gain 750 knowledge. We don't need that right now. We're okay. We are perfectly okay. There are some things up over here that I wouldn't mind having. But we gotta hang tight for those, right? Gotta hang tight. Right, good stuff, good stuff. End our turn. Absolutely. Get ready for a battle up over here, I suppose. Go for it. Unfortunately, it's going to be a siege, and it'll take a couple of turns and this, that, and the other thing, but hang on now. What the hell are you doing? This is mine. This is mine, goddammit. Alright, fine. If it's going to play out this way, then we'll secure Thunderwell, which should be enough territories for us, and then we can consider making the rest of Carissa our vassal. But this isn't working out nicely. Because if I dive in here, I'm not going to be able to do anything. 3 turns until Breach. They're going to be victorious. They're probably going to take it for themselves. Alright. It is what it is. Really unfortunate is what it is. You. Keep moving up this way. Let's go. If the fighting spreads, I want to be ready for it. Let's keep you moving up this way. Let's get you guarding. Yeah, let's get these guys just guarding over here. No reason to keep getting notifications, and I apologize for the repetition for the last however long. Pull down to here. Pull down to here. Angier's not getting particularly aggressive or anything. Orders required up top over here. Such a bummer. I mean, maybe I could pick a fight with you, but do I really want to kick off a new war? Not particularly. Not particularly. I don't want to help you either. Alright, you know what? In that case, pull over to this research post and pillage. Pull you back to this abbey and pillage. And over here, I suppose we could hit this farm up as well. We're a little spread out, which I don't love, so let's keep you in the middle, just to try and keep things safe. But if we're not going to get Incantatum, then why should I let somebody else have it at its full strength? 4-pit produced Monolith. Go ahead and pick our next construction over here. We can finally do the Channeling Chamber. Definitely can afford it. Yep, go for it. Sounds good. Not going to hurry it or anything. Orders required up over here. You're good, stay put. Yours offer to join, can stop bothering me. Empowered Beasts has completed, and it's time to pick a new tome. Tome of Paradise, I suppose, makes the most sense. Tier 4 tome. It's the right theme. See no reason not to go with the Tome of Paradise right now. Yep, Tome of Paradise it shall be. Exhilarating Pollen. All friendly units gain plus 15 morale. All enemy units have a base 90% chance of becoming distracted. Like, that's no joke. Enchanted Bloom. Target friendly city starts altering terrain to grasslands at 1 province per turn. Spell extends up to 1 province outside the domain, and while the spell is active, provinces with grasslands provide more food and production income. Nature's Bounty. All friendly units in the target province gain plus 15 max hit points and regenerate 15 hit points in neutral and friendly domain for the next 2 turns. Like, that's no joke. Fortress of Vines is a city spell, plus 10 fortification health and plus 2 fortification health per forest or mushroom feature in the domain. It also spawns a living vine next to an enemy each turn during battle in the domain, but only in the domain, right? Blessing of Paradise is a sustained city spell for extra city stability, and income bonus from positive stability is doubled. And then Gaia's Chosen is a major race transformation that we might chase. Gives us all charge resistance, and increases our status resistance, and increases our hit points too. So, Tome of Paradise. Yes, let's go.
Give me a blanket of forest to spread across the world. Unfurl its emerald embrace over all regions. Cast a lush and leafy shadow over every land. This will be my paradise. When the music of birdsong and the bellow of beasts accompany the breeze wafting through the eternal woods, then I shall be contented.
I kind of like that passage through the lens of something so evil. Imagine those exact words, but spoken by a force of nature that is evil, as opposed to all, happy and utopic and all that. It's just funny to me. I like the juxtaposition of being Gaia's chosen, Gaia being the name of this realm. We set that right when this campaign started, and so the idea of the realm itself having grown sick of the the factions that already existed, and then deciding to spawn the growth, deciding to spawn Gurgle to lead the growth, and ultimately we are Gaia's chosen. This mission that we've been on was desired by the realm itself. There's something there that I quite like from a storytelling perspective. But yes, Gaia's chosen it shall be. In 4 turns time we can prep it and do a major race transformation. That's kind of cool from a story perspective especially. Alright, keep our eyes over here. 2 turns, Thunderwell will be ours. We are not that far away from the expansion victories province requirement, so that'll be nice. Hit the end turn button. See if the AI gets cheeky. But hopefully, all's going to be well. The Root of Chaos is about to be burnt down as well. Just 1 more turn. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, cool, done. That was the 1 turn that was needed. Thunderwell is also 1 turn away. And I'm really just hoping these guys aren't going to back out. Why would they? Why would they? It's too bad. Maybe they won't take it. Maybe they'll just... I don't know. It was such a golden opportunity to secure this. Orders required across the board. I mean, sure, you guys are fine here. Who else needs orders? You? I mean, you can take a look. Yeah, what's up with Fangir? Like, are you distracted by something else? Are you at war with somebody else? You're at war with Hot Toady and Venera. Maybe that's keeping him distracted. But he hasn't shown up in a long time. He hasn't shown up in a long time. I might be sending this guy to his doom, but at least we're getting some idea of what the coast is looking like. Otherwise, more orders needed over here. You're going to keep pushing up to there. Let's go. And who else? You. Yeah, let's get you stacking in there. Good stuff. Get you guys. You're already in guard. That's good. Spore Pit could recruit some more units, make this into a full stack too, but I feel like I don't really need to. But I'm still going to. Let's get another Druid of the Cycle out here. Sure. Carissa the Red's Root of Chaos was lost. Spore Pit produced the Wizard Tower upgrade. Good stuff. We could get the Apex going now, giving us access to the Arcane Observatory or the Teleportation Circle. Grants teleportation circle spell, allowing friendly armies to be teleported back to the throne city. So if there's an emergency, we can pull back to safety. I mean, yeah, sure. What else are we investing in? 300, 300, so it's kind of expensive. But next turn, we'll have enough mana to take on the assault of Thunderwell, right? We should be fine. Summon Horned God is ready to go. All right, who do we get out? Who do we remove from the equation to get the Horned God involved? This warrior here, this legendary warrior. Oh, dude's a legend though. Can I really do him dirty like that? This veteran vampire spider hatchling maybe, or perhaps this entwined thrall. Yes, let's pull the entwined thrall back. All the way to as far as you can go, I guess. Or you sure, you know, just back to here. And then this stack here could have the Horned God added to it, I suppose. Just wondering if I want to switch things around a little differently. Baba's over here. If Baba goes in, we can do this kind of a thing. Just making sure I get the right collection of units, or right collection of, yeah, units to join when we dive in. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's get the Horned God right in there. Blocked by a Spelljammer. Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll just bring you down over here. That's not good, though. I said I was going to keep my eyes peeled for more Spelljammers, and yet here we are. I did not keep my eyes peeled for this one. Alright, let's pop you in there. And let's send you up over here. Try and burn that Spelljammer down. 2 turns. It's okay. I can be patient. I can be patient. Just because we can attack doesn't mean we have to attack. We'll be okay. Up over here. Almost done burning things down. Sounds good. Down over here. Yeah, if I just noticed that sooner, I could have gone around and burnt that down with the entwined thrall. That's okay. Let's creep you back up a little bit closer, buddy. There was offer to join. Negotiations succeeded. Down over here, we've got vassalage status from Heartfang. Good news. Again, just trying to improve our relations up to bonded vassalage. And you know what? As soon as we get there, we might actually have enough territory. So, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do you know? What do you know? Go ahead and boost allegiance over here. In 4 turns, we'll be at bonded vassalage. And then maybe Carissa just becomes our vassal instead. I would like that. It's just kind of cool, you know? We were insulted by Artica. Yeah, good for you, buddy. And we were insulted by Hot Toady. You think befriending Heartfang will help secure your path to victory? It will be my empire that rises above all. Dude, know your place. Shut up and sit down. Alright, end the turn. If the AI gets up to anything, still going to burn down that Spelljammer. In case our vassalage underground doesn't go well, we're still going to burn that Spelljammer down. But this is an interesting turn of events. Very interesting turn of events. Buddy, up over here, you are joining this stack. How's the siege going? You're about to dive in. We'll see what plays out up over here. Down over here, Abbey's been burnt down. I guess I could burn down this farm. Village away. Keep these guys together. They've got quite a few stacks up over there, so I want to be careful. They've also secured the cursed tower for themselves. Pull you back to here. I don't want to lose vision, is the only thing. Do I really want to, like, burn down the mine or something? Stay put for the time being. We'll see what happens, and then we'll make some plans accordingly. We can always pull over to Slog Slot with these 3 stacks, right? That's always an option, too. Heroes offer to join. No thank you. Message received. What have we got? Carissa. This war of ours is tiresome. Sometimes I wonder if it would be better to end it. I mean, it certainly would. It certainly would. And I'm thinking about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's our breach. Hang tight. How much longer, right? How much longer until this is done here? 3 turns. I can be patient. Thorn, let's go ahead and produce what next? Yeah, sure. The Warlord's Pavilion, I suppose. Expensive, but it'll pay for itself eventually. Otherwise, orders required over here. Let's go exploring. A bit more. Ooh, hello. Stronghold. A stronghold called Stronghold. That's the name. Craigmark can annex another province as well. Let's secure ourselves an additional fishery, I suppose. Up over here. Why not? And I do believe... Okay. Fair enough. Orders required up over here. Stay put, buddy. And you. Adorable. And go exploring, I guess. What else are we doing? In fact, auto-explore. End our turn there. burn that Spelljammer, and if I wanted to, I could go in and fight now. I could go in and take Thunderwell. I hesitate, I wonder, because what is our purpose? What is our intent? It's subjugation, right? It's to subjugate, not necessarily to destroy. And so if we can subjugate without destroying, I feel like that's more in keeping. We've destroyed all we had to. We've shed as much blood as necessary to secure the vassalage of Carissa. We just want to make sure that we've grown enough to actually become Gaia's chosen, let's call it. Redemption of winter. What do we have here? Without warning, a flurry of leaves engulfs you. A dour druid of the cycle steps forward. God King Gurgle, limit your growth. Excuse me? It's like this was written for this campaign. Wow. With a voice like wind through a hollow tree, the druid of the cycle incants. Nature's way is not unending bloom. Such a foray causes everyone's doom. After the season of winter brings death, that void is the reason newborns draw breath. The servant of nature draws a circle with its staff on the ground. We are keepers of the cycle, you and I. For a new life to sprout, the elder must die. So choose. Excuse me? I could prune the population of Spore Pit, and a young hero would bloom. Perhaps that's what brought us to life. Interesting. Reap seeds already sown, and till your realm's soil. Draft in Spore Pit is blocked for 5 turns. We get a nature boon. And all cities of our empire gain 88 city stability for 6 turns. Not bad. Relieved from the yoke of my ambitions, my people shall multiply. We lose some Imperium. Not a lot though, but we gain population in Spore Pit and Thorn. That seems in keeping with still growing, but perhaps adjusting, paying for the growth, I guess. Or you are wrong. My empire's expansion is boundless. That creates a nature crisis. Ooh. Weakens my rule, temporarily decreasing city stability in all of our cities. All cities will lose some stability for 6 turns, and will also receive some Imperium. Oh, man. Ah, god damn it. This is... times like this, I wish I had, like someone to consult while recording. It's just like... We're getting all these vassals. One could argue that's been an expression of us going, we've expanded as much as we can. And in many ways, we have expanded as much as we can, and now we're getting vassals. Do vassals count as part of my empire, or are they an extension of it in a different way? You know what? We've been all about growing. I'm going to say that a vassal counts as part of our empire's expansion, and so no, you are wrong, foolish druid of the cycle. My empire's expansion is boundless. Hopefully that's not going to do too much hurt to our stability. We're okay over here. Still neutral. Down over here. Ho 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 ho. These guys are not pleased. These guys are not pleased. It's time to secure some upgrades if we have access to them. Do we really not? Oh, that's not good. I mean, that's going to hurt our economy. And it could also cause some like negative events and stuff like that. It's not the end of the world, but a little rough. Over here. Unstable. Okay. Okay. Do we really not have any options? I guess not. Let's get the teleportation circle built. 300. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. While I'm recruiting another druid of the cycle, too. Huh. Don't know if I love that decision, but it felt like the most fitting decision. Craigmar, what are you looking like? Yeah, not very happy. Not very happy at all. But it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever, right? 6 turns of that negative 74. We'll be fine. Craigmar should be able to build a bathhouse. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Try and keep these people happy where possible, right? Otherwise, more orders required. What happened here? Did you not take Incantatum? It's not under siege anymore. Well, hang on. Oh, you know what? They must be absorbing it right now. That must be what's going on. Yeah. Okay, fine. They're securing it for themselves. All right, bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's creep you up to here. And keep these guys moving. You know what, actually? Keep you close here. In case they decide to attack us for some odd reason. I want to be ready for it. I don't want to lose Gurgle when I'm about to negotiate a vassalage. Meanwhile, if we creep up over here, we're meeting the Anxious Stronghold. Duchess Emilia Hillcrest of the Free City Stronghold trembles before you, clearly aware of your reputation in the realm. Salutations, God King Gurgle. We are impressed with the methods you use to expand your realm. We human hunters humbly ask you to respect our territory and independence nonetheless. You can send the lowly Duchess Yamilar Hillcrest one of your Whispering Stones to start gaining influence over Stronghold. Let me assess whether they deserve my attention. They have an allegiance to Fangir, but not vassalage. Let's send them a Whispering Stone. It's otherwise sitting around doing nothing. And why don't we boost our allegiance here as well? Sure, we'll speed things up a little bit, right? Fangir, where are you? Are you entirely underground? Barring Utopicalis? Maybe. Alright. Stoneforge, done a lot of construction. You know what, let's hang tight on construction for the time being. Spells ready to cast. We got plenty of Anna. Where is... Right, one more turn before we can get Gaia's Chosen going. I was like, where'd it go? Right, we haven't got it yet. Alright, let's hang tight then. Up top over here, keep exploring. See what else there is to see. And you down here. Yeah, stay put. The Spelljammer has been burnt, so that's good. Stay put there, though. Because again, we might make them vassals instead. Another war has started over here. Fair enough, good to know. And our alignment has changed to pure evil. Wow. 30% chance of random events being negative. I don't know how I feel about that, by the way. I've always been kind of conflicted about that. It's like, what if I just want to have an evil run? Why should my things be negative? They should be evil in nature, not necessarily negative. Why punish the player for wanting to play a certain way? But there's our breach in the Siege of Thunderwell. Still not ready to pull the trigger because down over here, Heartfang in 2 turns is going to get bonded vassalage, and that might just do the trick in terms of our needs. And then we can just get these guys as our vassals, right? Go ahead and end the turn there. I'm shocked. I'm shocked this is how this is working out. But I'm trying to preserve as many units as possible for when the violence erupts after we light the beacons. There's still work to do. We still need our forces to be in good health and in good strength. And it's just kind of cool to secure vassals like this. I hope y'all don't mind. I hope y'all don't mind. I'll keep my eyes peeled for the comments. Obviously, let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and I can adjust my approach accordingly in the future. But this feels like the right tone shift, let's call it, for our faction right now. Tone shift, shift in approach, whatever you want to call it. Gaia's Chosen has been researched. Let's go ahead and select new research. Let's get ourselves, what? Destructive Regrowth. Call of the Wild. All friendly animal and cavalry gain +2 bolstered defense, +1 strengthened. Not bad in some of these battles, Sure, let's go ahead and do that. It'll take just 1 turn. But yes, where is Gaia's Chosen? Supergrowth is a minor transformation. Gaia's Chosen. 600 mana. Soon, my friends, soon, in just a few turns' time. Orders required. Go ahead and move, because this is yours. Fair enough. Creep over this way. Can I... Excuse me. I'd like to select my army, thank you. Move you over this way, let's go. And move you over this way. I'm glad I burned so many things down. Research post, Abbey, and these farms over here. Just gonna hurt these guys despite their expansion, so that's nice, I suppose. And we'll make our way towards Slogslot next, though I don't think we'll reach it by the time we make them our vassal. Keep on creeping. Down over here. You're good, buddy. You're good as well. And you're gonna hop in there and enter guard mode. Fangir doesn't know what's coming for him. Fangir hasn't got a clue. Call of the Wild, instantly researched. Let's go ahead and pick our next one. Exhilarating Pollen. Don't think I'll ever use it, but sure, let's go for it. Stoneforge, you're good, buddy. Fungal Sanctum. Down over here, I suppose we could establish a bathhouse. Could certainly use it. Go for it. And otherwise, heroes' offers to join can be ignored. Trade proposal, I'm assuming it's Carissa offering vassalage. Wow. They cower before me. They cower before me. Hang tight. Hang tight. Just give me one more turn. Just give me one more turn. And then we can discuss. Another ruler started negotiating. Hot Toady is negotiating with Stronghold. Good to know. How dare you? Don't try to circumvent me. Looks like these guys are moving towards vassalage as well, which would really be unfortunate. It's like they just discovered them, and they immediately started working towards a relationship here. But we'll see how that plays out. And a treaty has expired. That's with Fangvale. We no longer have supreme vassalage, I guess? No, we do. Oh, our trade. Right, that's what expired. You know what? We'll give him gold. We'll get some mana. Sounds good to me. And otherwise, Thunderwell is ready for our assault, though I don't think it's necessary. Go ahead and take a peek at Artfang becoming our bonded vassal as we hit the end turn button. And then we'll be what? I think a province away from securing everything we needed for our expansion victory, as far as province count is concerned, I mean. But any moment now, Heartfang will be our bonded vassal. We have unlocked the Beacons of Unity. Heartfang is heading towards flourishing vassalage. If we take a look at the quests and expansion victory, we have more than the required number of provinces, so we're perfectly good there. Gotta just build some of these beacons, light the beacons, and then defend the beacons. With that said and noted, it is time to speak to Carissa. Let us negotiate your vassalage. Oh, they want some money again. They want some money again. I wonder how long it would be before they offer it once more. You know what? Money's nothing. 700 gold? It's irrelevant to us. It's irrelevant to us. I accept. I become your overlord. I give you some money. You know, fund their recovery, I suppose, from the war. Help them prepare for whatever other wars they might be fighting. And they are fighting two that they might need our help in, actually. But yes, I accept. Good stuff. Good stuff. I become your overlord. Love to see it. That's twice in one session. That's twice in one session. Hail, God King Gurgle. What matters of diplomacy shall we discuss today? No, I just wanted to hear you call me God King Gurgle. And we've met the enigmatic Prime City. Sieur Prothelier Mysteri of the Free City of Prime City greets you with a sage, vaguely insufferable expression. Salutations, Gurgle. The star-sailing Fae of Prime City extend a hopeful wish of mutual neutrality. Our diviners foretold of your presence in these lands. We seek only to further our understanding of the arcane arts and remain amenable to fostering a mutually beneficial relationship with your mighty empire. If we cannot, we hope that we can at least stay out of each other's way. Let's take a look at them, I suppose, see if they're worth my time. They don't have any overlords or anything. Oh, actually, no, they very much do. So no need to get involved over here, I think. We'll leave them be. But look at that. I mean, look at Carissa's empire. Grew quite massive off the backs of just two cities. Not as big as ours, obviously, but still grew quite large. Nonetheless, folks, that is some solid progress for this campaign. We're looking at the end game now. But that's not going to happen today, obviously, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this session. If you have, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, they make a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, and how I should go about doing it. For the time being, we're about to go about, yeah, the end game of this magnificent series. I'm very pleased with how it's gone so far, and I'm very curious to see how it wraps up. Folks, let's wrap this session up, though. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.